Yo, what's up? Long time no see, guys, man. It's windy as heck out here. I'm in Oslo, Norway. Never been before. It's my first time. Uh, Definitely much different from New York, I must say. But I just had a quick thought, man. I know I haven't done one of these videos in a while, and I'm gonna amp it up. I'm really gonna ramp it up for the remainder of the year. I kind of just been in the cell, thinking of a couple projects that I'm in the process of launching now. I have fitness thing about to be launched pretty soon with my best friend Shannon. Me and him, we grew up with childhood friends, and when I came out to California to work, he was still in school. So this is something we've been talking about, something we've been meaning to do, because I grew up, I played football, and he went to the same high school as me. He played lacrosse, and we both were the only ones in our school to actually get scholarships and play for college. So we kind of want to, we love fitness, we love working out, so we kind of want to, create a product and start we have a business in the works soon. And another one I have launching is with my former, I used to work for a guy named Mike Shine, and he owns a digital marketing agency. So we want to, he's releasing a book soon on basically how to, get your it's a noisy world out here. So basically how to go out and get your voice heard in 2016 onward. So those are some projects I've been working on. So I kind of had to put the personal brand aside, but now that I kind of got the details worked out with both those guys, I'm gonna start kind of giving my daily thoughts and just kind of my opinion on life, man. And before I go forward, man, just remember, if any marketing, any life, any questions, definitely put them down below. But man, what I was thinking about, I've been in LA for about 9 or 10 months now, is really, hanging out with high-level people like, Fetty Wap, my mentor Ty, and just a bunch of people that I have access to that I haven't had before. I really noticed one thing, man, and it's a lifelong question. What makes somebody else, how come somebody else is able to achieve their visions for life while others can't? And here's some scenery, got a little water back there. I probably didn't pick the best location to come out and make a video, but I didn't want to do it inside, so I guess you have to put up with the offshore breeze. But yeah, going back to the question, why can some people do everything that they achieve to, right? Some people have a vision, it seems time after time after time that they could accomplish it, right? And I'm actually reading a book, and a guy named Mark Brunett kind of came up with the Survivor, Apprentice, The Voice. Seems like no matter what show he thinks of, it always manifests itself into a hit. But then you have other guys who are trying to make it in Hollywood, who came and finished a play script, and it's been a couple of years. So what is the difference? And one of the key differences I've known, kind of being an employee and working on projects myself, is it's time and energy is really the main factor, right? We're all raised to kind of grow up, go to school, get a job, work for somebody else. But the thing when you have a job that I could kind of attest to firsthand is that 8 hours of your life are gone every day. 8 hours are gone. You're waking up and you're already at 16, right? It's technically less, right? You wake up, you're -8 for work, and then you're -8 up potentially for sleep. So you're already waking up, you're -16 potentially, and that's not a good thing, because when you want to be successful, you want to do things, you need time and energy to kind of think about, to plan, right? Generals, right? For example, I was listening to a Drake interview, and one of his 2 interviews that he did for Views from the Six. Shout out all Drake fans. Sorry about that. Shout out all Drake fans out there. But one thing he said is that when he's in the studio, right, a lot of people come to the studio because they want to witness greatness, right? Drake, arguably one of the, that's not even arguably, the hottest rapper out as far as sales is concerned. He said a lot of people come to the studio because they want to see greatness, right? They want to see his processes. They want to see how he comes up with songs, things, how he manipulates words, put words here, put words there, kind of combine, take stuff out. They want to see stuff happen. But what he said is that, sometimes things don't happen. Things don't happen at all. He'll be in the studio all night and nothing will happen. But the thing is, when you're working and you're an employee and you're building somebody else's dream, you don't have that luxury of just sitting around all day and just thinking. but it's so counterintuitive because you need that, right? Look at every successful entrepreneur, right? I think Warren Buffett is quoted for saying, one of his greatest, achievements is that he doesn't have any meetings. And it's because, he reads, 8 hours a day or something crazy like that. But you just need time to think and strategize and plan. And when you wake up and you're already minus 16 on the day, it's hard, because let's say you're working on a project, those 8 hours, instead of having 16 hours to kind of think and come up with a plan, now you have to spend 2 or 3 days, on the same time it would have took you one if you were working for yourself. So, one of the things that I've seen, people do all successful levels, man, they need a free schedule. And it's hard on one end because, okay, you have bills, you pay rent, you pay your phone bill, and then, if you buy courses like I do, you have some recurring payments, you got car notes. So you need the money, right? But you also need the time. And it seems impossible, right? It actually is impossible to have one or the other, especially if you're just starting out, right? You need money, so you have to give up time. Well, you also need time, so you can't get money. Which one do you do, right? Is it time or is it money? Which one do you pick? And there's a lot of different options, right? Different circumstances, different options. We've heard of all the entrepreneurs starting out who, depending on the, wife's income, or if you're a female, you're depending on your husband's income. And we heard about people like, Jeff Bezos, who, when they start their company, take out loans from their father. So, that's the great thing. If you have wonderful parents who support your vision, you just have to work on your persuasion skills, and then you'll create that time for yourself because you're not working for somebody else, and then you also have the money. And if you have a great, spouse, it's the same thing. But, what if you don't? Like me, right? I'm in LA, I'm working, but I also am launching 2 other projects. Oh my God, you see that win? Just knocked down my hat, knocked down my books. But what if you don't, man? And it's tough. Do you take the time or do you take the money? And for me, if you have any opportunity, if you have the opportunity to take the time and energy, the time and energy is more important than your money. Like, look at all the rich people that you see in, Hollywood, Beverly Hills, or wherever, right? They have people who are butlers. They have people who are, cooking, cleaning, and doing all type of minute tasks for them because they don't value their money as much as they do their time, because they know that their money is just a tool to a larger thing. You know what I mean? So the money's a tool, but it's a difficult question, man. I want to kind of expand on this in later videos, but if you have the opportunity out there, always take the time and energy because you create more for yourself, right? I once heard a great saying that people are too busy making a living that they'll never make a lot of money. So, whether you have to sacrifice sleep, which I do, right now I'm sleeping on the average 5 hours a day to create more time for myself. I want to wake up negative 13 instead of negative 16. So, it's hard, man, especially when you have to do overtime and things like that. You have to really be creative and you have to have force and will. And me, I sacrifice my social life. I really don't go party. I don't, do things like that. And I don't spend my money on dumb stuff because I want to spend my money toward projects. So, man, I guess the premise of the video is saying if you have an opportunity to take time, right? And again, if you want to be successful, if you have big goals for yourself, if you have an opportunity between time and money, always take the time. Because in the long run, you'll create more of an abundance for yourself. So that's kind of what I've been having on my mind. That's one thought that I've been thinking about, and I'm going to try to do these things every single day. That's kind of my goal for the rest of 2016. I kind of got off track, but I'm back now. I kind of have a clear vision, right? And the same thing for me with these videos, right? These videos and building up a personal brand is something that I want to do, right? I came from Arlington Projects in Staten Island, New York, living in the projects, to now living in West Hollywood, LA, working in Beverly Hills, coming to Norway, London, and kind of traveling the world. It's something I want to kind of give back, my thoughts, my experiences, things I'm learning, things I'm currently doing, right? I'm currently in the process of building 2 businesses, so I kind of want to share my journey. I'm not I'm not no Mark Zuckerberg by any stretch of the imagination, but I know a lot of people are building businesses, are in the process of building businesses. So throughout the way, I kind of want to share my story because I kind of have an advantage a little bit, right? I'm working for one of the top internet entrepreneurs in the world, and I have resources, and I kind of want to share what I've learned, and going to share you what I'm going to learn personally while building my businesses. So with that being said, yeah. So right now, all I'm doing really is I'm sacrificing sleep, and I'm sacrificing social life, and that's how I'm able to, make up my time. Because on the weekends, since I'm not going out partying, right, I'm not waking up Saturday morning tired, so I have, 24 minus 5, I'll have 19 hours a day on Saturday and Sunday to kind of, make up for the time I'm losing throughout the week by working. So, I hope that advice helps, because this is something you have to get down, man. If you have visions, you have goals for yourself, you need time. There's no way around it. So, yeah, before I go, leave your questions below. I'll put my Instagram, I'll put my Twitter, my Facebook. DM me if you want. And yeah, man, the more questions that you give me, it helps me kind of with inspiration with the video. So definitely leave some questions below. I'll personally answer them. My Snapchat, DM me, Snapchat, whatever, and I'll get your questions answered in a quick little video, man. So I want to do these every day. So the more questions you kind of give me, the more inspiration I got and the more material at my disposal. So yeah, I hope this video helps, and tell me what's your plan to kind of get more time in your life so you can achieve your own visions instead of just somebody else's.